So, today we're going to talk about something that is incredibly important. And we're going to talk about how to sell with confidence and with authority. And also, the word I left out is conviction. Because how many of us here have all of the processes in the world? We have, we've got the funnel set up. We've been handed a sales script, and I don't know how many years I beat my head against the wall, wondering why people did not care about what I had to offer. Like, how many of you can resonate with that? Put me in the comments if you can resonate with this. It's just like, I have this product, I have this gift, and I have this message that is so important and it's transformed my life, but nobody seems to care. Put me in the comments if this is familiar for you. Let me know if this is what's coming up for you. Are you in this position right now that, yeah, like you have this amazing thing to share with the world that's helped you, but for some reason, like, people aren't getting it. And what can be even more frustrating is you can be on these enrollment or sales conversations and you can help them. Like, they've described every problem you have solved. You can feel their pain, but they still walk away. And I don't, it's like, are you surprised at how many people walk away from you and end up trying something else for whatever reason? You put your price out there. Maybe they just didn't seem interested. They made up some excuse like it's too expensive, or I have to think about it. And these can be so frustrating. And one thing that I learned in my journey, and for those of you, welcome, and jump right in. This is the group for this is first of all, welcome to the Convert with Confidence group. I know a lot of you are brand new here. A lot of you have just joined. And this is the group for coaches, healers, and consultants who are ready to eliminate their self-sabotage and eliminate their doubt and step up and sell and serve from a place of authority and confidence. Because this is the missing piece for so many people that I work with, and also has been a struggle within myself in the past. I started my business 6 years ago, had all the processes, had all the scripts, and I was getting like mediocre clients. I was getting mediocre, sort of lukewarm. People were buying, but they weren't committing. And I kept pointing the fingers at them. I kept making them wrong, and I kept blaming the customers instead of looking at myself and saying, okay, how can I connect even better? How can I connect even deeper? So tonight we're going to talk about what is the difference between what you are doing now, and let's close the gap between what you're doing now and what authority and conviction and confidence actually looks like. And this doesn't matter if you're on a Zoom call or over the phone or even sending an email to your customers. It doesn't make a difference. And I'm going to tell you why. Because people can feel your energy. And I'm going to break this down here in a minute. And this is going to be reason number one that this is critical to start to pay attention to. Okay, so you got the processes, you got to the scripts. Maybe you even have the audience in front of you. How many of you here have the audience in front of you? Put I in the comments. How many of you already have an audience in front of you, but nobody's taking any action? Put I in the comments, because that can be even more frustrating, right? There's nothing more frustrating than having people in front of you that are just not doing anything, that aren't taking action. And you're like, why aren't people buying? Why aren't people excited? Why aren't people sold when this has helped transform my life? Okay. So people can pick up your energy. You cannot hide your energy. Here's why this matters. Here's point number one. Why we're going to talk about how the solution in a minute, But first, I want to talk about why this is so important, because if we don't talk about why, it's not going to have any meaning to us. So, why is this critical? Why does this have to be an important part for you to pay attention to be successful in your business, to scale your business to 5 or 6 figure months, to be able to have customers start to take you seriously, right? So, here's what happens when you don't show up with confidence and authority and conviction. First of all, you get customers and clients that you don't really resonate with. The vibe you're looking for, it's not the same vibe. You may be working with customers that you don't really like, or they're uncommitted. And I remember I was working with people like this, and it got to the point I didn't want them anymore. I didn't want their money. I didn't want to waste the energy. I would rather point them towards something else, or they weren't ready for me. Maybe they needed to take a different route with their journey. So why is it important? Is because you end up getting customers that are not really a good fit. They're not really committed. They're not really interested. Maybe they're just people pleasing. I can bet you all of you have maybe served or even spoken to customers who are just being nice. They're just showing up. They're just being nice. They don't want to get off the phone. They'll buy like a small thing from you, but they're just trying to be nice. Does this sound familiar? And then you never hear from them again, right? Does this sound familiar? Put yes in the comments if this is familiar to you. You get people who are like, they're being nice, they're showing up. Maybe they hear you out, they're nodding, but they're like, yeah, not today, or I gotta think about it, or, yeah, sounds fun, right? This is so frustrating. Isn't this frustrating? Is this something you are dealing with? Especially as a coach or a healer and a consultant, you have something to offer, and you don't have time to waste with people kind of playing games, right? So that's the first point. The next thing is, if you are not showing up with confidence, conviction, and authority, then what's not that is going to be neediness. What's not that is going to be low value. So when you are not coming from a place of confidence and authority, you're going to be seen as low value. So you're going to be seen as not worth it. And it's not because what you have to offer doesn't matter or it's not worth it. It's something in the way you're showing up. They're not seeing the value. They're not sold yet. And I'd be curious as to what's missing from your enrollment process or your converting process that hasn't really sold your customers yet. And we're going to talk about a little bit more about that in a minute. Here's another issue, is if you are not showing up with authority and confidence in yourself, high quality customers will not buy from you. They will walk away and go to the next person, the next coach, the next consultant, or the next healer. You will actually push away higher quality clients when you're showing up needy, when you're showing up anxious, when you're like, I need that sale. I need to pay my bills, right? Have you all been there? Put bills in the comments. Let me know how many of you are resonating with this. Put bills in the comments. Like, you need to pay your bills. You're like, I need this next sale. This has to happen. And you like try to jam your customers into your sales process or into your program, right? And it's all out of this sense of urgency, right? So that's what happens. You appear needy. You appear as if I need you more than you need me. And this is not a good place as an authority, as a leader in your niche or someone who's serving, right? Think about it. Would you buy from someone who was like, I need you to pay my bills. I need you to give me security. Would you pay someone like that, right? Oftentimes I give this reframe to my own private clients, and it shifts things like that. Would you pay you for your service? I'm really curious about this. Put yes or no in the comments. Would you pay yourself with the way you come off on your sales calls? Would you buy from yourself? Put yes in the comments or no. Would you buy from yourself with how you show up with prospects? Put yes or no in the comments. This is a question I love asking clients because it's going to give you a lot of clarity and answers as to why or what might be happening when you're on your sales calls. So would you buy from yourself? Go ahead, post that in the comments. Put yes, I would buy from myself, or no, based on how I'm showing up. So would you buy from yourself based on the way you're showing up to your prospects? And we're going to focus on just like calls right now, sales and enrollment calls, because this is where you set the tone. This is where you set the tone for the rest of your interactions with your customers. Think about how powerful that is. The first time you meet is how you set the tone for the rest of your interaction with your customers. Okay? So what happens when you show up this way? When you show up needy and when you show up anxious and like, I need this next sale, here's what happens. People end up putting more responsibility on you. If you're a coach, this is going to be, especially a coach or consultant or healer, this is going to be especially frustrating because they're going to frame it like you have to prove something to them because you're trying to prove something. You're so busy trying to prove yourself, and people can feel that. And so that's how you train them. You train your customers like, I have something to prove, and they're sitting back waiting for you to prove it. Are these the type of connections that you want to create? Also, what ends up happening is, have you ever been on a call with a customer and they're surprised at the amount of the investment? You say your price and they're like, oh, whoa, I didn't realize it was that much. How many of you have gotten that? How many of you have gotten the price objection? Go ahead, throw down price, drop the word price in the comments if you're getting price objections, like can't do it, or they're surprised by the cost, right? Or I just can't do it right now. It's like there's a shift as soon as you say your price. So that's what happens when you show up needing them more than they need you. And then here's also what happens is, here's what you have to understand about that first meeting with a potential customer, is that we are always pre-qualifying each other. We are always pre-qualifying each other, but outside of our awareness, meaning customers are pre-qualifying us subconsciously. Listen to that for a second. Customers, they don't know they're doing this. So you can't make them wrong for this. They don't know they're doing this, but it's like they test you. You're always being tested when you're on the phone with a prospect or a potential customer or client. You're being tested to see if you're really the real thing. If you're the real thing, not if you're all talk and you have this amazing list of benefits and ways you can help them. They're going to test to see if you're congruent, meaning you stick to your guns. When they start, well, what if I want to do this? What if I want to change that? And they challenge you. When you appear needy and desperate, you're going to get challenged by customers. Okay? And if you're doing this in your professional life, chances are this is also happening in your personal relationships. Because you don't come off strong and authoritative, you get challenged and you get tested, and then you get taken advantage of. And I know that's going to hit home already for a lot of you watching. If you do not show up congruent, if you show up shaky and unsure and uncertain, you get taken advantage of. And customers can and will take advantage of you. I've worked with some in the past. Now, those aren't probably good customers, but also they can be. They can be if you show up in the right way. Because, like I said, everybody, this is just a natural human instinct to go around kind of sizing each other up. We're all just glorified and sophisticated monkeys in the end. So we go around naturally sizing each other up, looking at where do I fit in this hierarchy, who's better, who's not, right? Are they strong? What's their energy like? This is something's going on all day around you. Next time you go out tomorrow and look at how people are checking you out. Like, where do I fall? Where do I fit? And people are always sizing you up. And this is a natural human and animal thing that's going to happen. And it's going to happen on your sales calls. It's going to happen on your enrollment calls. And it's going to happen during your client sessions as well. And that's why we need to be aware of our own boundaries. And we need to show up in a way where we are certain and we are sure. And there is no wiggle room. There is no wiggle room. This is it. And it's about you meeting me versus me having to come down and meet you. You see that? I actually just coached a client on this yesterday. We cave in. Do you cave in on your prices? Do you cave in on your offer because the clients are struggling to pay? Do you lower your rates? Do you feel afraid to raise your prices? Go ahead. If this is you, I know this is some of you watching, go ahead and put me in the comments if you are struggling to raise your rates. And because of that, you're struggling to pay your bills. Your business expenses are rising, but your prices are not. Go ahead, drop me in the comments if you are afraid to raise your prices. And it's because you're worried about the feedback you're going to get on your call. So in other words, you have fear leading your call instead of authority. Do you have fear or authority leading your call? In fact, let's go ahead and identify that. For those of you watching, do you have fear or authority leading your call right now? Your calls right now. Put authority below, or put authority or put fear below in the comments. Are you leading with authority or are you leading with fear? Because here's the thing. Clients are mirroring back what you're putting out. You are a mirror of the way your prospects are coming off. You are a mirror of each other. What do I mean by this? The science behind it is that we all have mirror neurons inside of our body. This was built inside of us to help us relate to other human beings so we can read each other. And so if you're feeling uncertain, if you're not sold on yourself, then they will feel that as well. So are you leading with authority or are you leading with fear in your life and in your business? Drop it below. Which one are you leading with? Let's see what starts to roll in here. Is it fear or is it authority? Because you can lead with authority even if there is fear, and that's something we'll talk about later. But are you showing up? Are you giving off authority or are you giving off fear? Gauge yourself. Think about your last call that you had. Are you leading with fear or authority? And a lot of times we are not taught what authority looks like. And that's what I'm here to teach you all as part of this group, is what authority actually looks like. How to appear like an authority in your niche, because it doesn't matter how big your audience is. It's how you behave with your audience, how you show up. Are you consistent? Lots of things like that we're going to talk about. So Here's the last piece I'm going to tell you. Here's why this is important to fix. It's important to fix this neediness and this anxiety around your enrollment processes and on your sales calls. Because what ends up happening is you get stuck in a vicious cycle. And what this vicious cycle looks like is you get buyer objections. I can't afford it. I got to think about it. I have to ask my wife or my husband, or not for me right now. We get buyer objections. And then what ends up happening is we internalize it. Are you internalizing? Are you internalizing the objections as a rejection? Are you making yourself wrong? Are you discounting your gifts? Are you discounting your message, your product, because people aren't buying? Are you doing this? Put yes or no in the comments. Are you discounting yourself because prospects walk away? This is the number one mistake I see clients make, and coaches and consultants and healers on their sales calls, on their enrollment calls, is that we start to cave, we start to crumble, and we start to discount ourselves because others don't see our value. Is this, put yes or no in the comments if this is you. Are you stuck in this hamster wheel of having to prove yourself and having to prove your product? And this can also come off in your voice. And we're going to talk about this in just a second, how it comes off in your voice. Because like I said, if you're coming off needy, and go ahead, drop below, guys, yes or no in the comments. Is this you? Are you caving? Are you discounting yourself because others don't see your value? And I guarantee you, if you're doing this in your professional life, again, it's going to mirror in your personal life. It's going to show up in your personal life as well. And in fact, that's actually where it started. So let me know in the comments before we move forward. Is this a yes for you or a no? Are you crumbling? Are you lowering yourself to meet others? Or are you expecting others to rise up with you? Yes or no? And then we'll get into the solution here, what the solutions are. So how are you coming off? Is it a yes or no? Are you discounting yourself with a discount language, discount authority, with discount body language, with a discount price? Like, in what ways are you discounting yourself? Yes or no in the comments. What's coming up for you guys? This is a conversation here, not just me talking at you. So go ahead, let me know in the comments. Are you stuck in this hamster wheel of crumbling to meet others' needs and standards, or are you expecting them to rise up within you? What's coming up for you guys? You guys know yet? Have you guys answered that question for yourself? Are you coming off? Are you discounting yourself, or are you raising people's standards? Start commenting below and let me know. Lauren, Kelly, Vancina, all of you guys here watching, Jennifer, what do you do when you are at that point on an enrollment conversation? Do you discount yourself? Yes or no? What do you guys do? Chances are we're discounting ourselves, right? Maybe I'm not seeing your comments coming up here. Yeah, guys, go ahead and place your comments below just so I know you guys can hear me as well, because this lets me know that you guys can still hear me. So are you lowering your value for others? Yes or no? because you guys will know already. And then we'll get into what you can start to do about this. What can you start to do about this? But first, let me know in the comments what's coming up for you. Do you discount yourself because others, you're taking on your customers' problems, you're taking on your customers' inability to pay, you're taking on your clients' problems? Do you guys take on your clients' problems? Again, we create this codependency with our customers. And this is something I did for a long time. And that was something I had to solve. Yeah. Are you creating this codependent relationship with your customers? Yeah. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you for letting us know. How about the rest of you guys? Like which one is it for you? Are you discounting your product, your service, or yourself because others don't see your value? Yes or no? Which one is it? And then we'll move into the solution. I want to hear from a few more of you guys. Let me know you're still here with me. What we're not going to do is just be interact, guys. Interact. This is great practice for you because oftentimes we just go around and sit and watch videos, right? We go and sit and watch help videos, tutorials, but we're not engaging. And if you're not engaging here, you're not going to engage. You're probably not engaging with life, right? So let's practice this engagement here. Start speaking up for yourself here and let us know that you're excited to move forward into the solution. So what is the solution for this? Are you guys ready to learn how to start to shift this so customers start to take you seriously? So people stop seeing you as needy. So customers stop taking advantage of you and your time. So you can exit this hamster wheel of stress and overworking yourself and lowering your standards for other people. Are you guys ready to learn what the solution is for this? You guys ready to go? Let me know you're still here. Let me know you're still with us here. Lauren, Vincina, Kelly, are you guys still here with us today? And we'll jump in. We're going to jump into the solution here. Let me know you guys are still here with me. Who do we got here? Yep. You guys ready to move into the solution? You guys ready to move into these principles so that you can start magnetizing your dream client, your ideal customers, and you can start, gently and nicely start pushing away those people that are just not for you, who are just not perfect. Thank you for letting me know you're here. Kelly, thank you for letting me know you're here. So here's what needs to change. Here is what most likely needs to change for you. Is that you need to start to speak like a leader and speak with conviction. Can you guys hear it in my voice? This speaking with conviction. Can you hear that I'm sold on my own processes? Can you guys hear that? Can you guys hear that? Let me know. Let me know how I'm coming off, right? Because all feedback is good feedback. Can you guys hear the conviction, right? Can you hear the sureness in my voice? Okay. Let me know, actually. Let me know how is this coming off to you? Can you guys hear when I'm speaking my own certainty and my own confidence, right? We can call confidence, we can call it authority. Can you guys feel that? Let me know what's coming up. Can you guys feel that? Give me a thumbs up or like this video. Let me know. Can you feel that? This lets me know that you guys are understanding what I'm saying and that we're on the right track here. Can you guys feel that? That it's not about what you have to offer. It's not about your product. It's not even about your service. It's not even about you. There we go. See, strength. Yeah, I love that word, strength, right? And here's the thing, guys. Here was the one most life-changing principle that flipped my entire way of thinking about this enrollment and sales process, was that it's not about your product at all. It's not about you, and it's not even about them. It's about how you're making them feel. Let that sink in for a minute. It's not about your product. When people walk away and go to a different solution, a different coach or healer or consultant, it's because of what you didn't make them feel. It's because of what they were not feeling from you, which is why they didn't move forward. Think about that for a minute. Let yourself marinate. It's especially now with the pandemic, and you're really focused on what is the right word for this button, what is the perfect copy, what is the perfect sales script, what is the perfect thing to say. Guys, it's not about what you say. It's about how you're saying it. It's about how you make them feel. Ta-da. Let that be your guide for what your next steps are. And this goes for your personal life as well. How are people feeling around you? Would you buy from yourself if you were feeling anxious? Would you buy from yourself if you're like, I need you to pay my bills? Probably not, right? So here's the thing. Here is where your customers need to be so that they buy from you. Here's where they need to be. Here's the switch that needs to flip so that they buy from you. Okay? So listen closely. They must believe that they can achieve it, but can't do it without your help. And I'm pausing there for emphasis. Because they have to believe they can do it, but they also have to believe that they cannot do it without your help and your guidance. And this is where customers will not walk away, because now they know what you have to offer. Now you've built that trust with them. When you show up congruent and when you show up with authority, when you have that, when you've built that trust, and then they know they cannot do it on their own, that they will no doubt buy from you. It's not even about the money at that point. It's rarely about the money, guys. If you're getting those money objections, look, here's what I'm going to tell you. People used to fool me all the time as well. But here's the thing. It's usually never about the money. Because we don't live in a third world country. Most of us, let's be honest here, right? Most of us, if we really see value in something we need, we will scrap together the money. We will go find the money. We'll pull it out of another account. We'll go to a lender. We'll put it on a credit card. We'll pull it from our retirement, right? We'll budget. We'll put money aside for it. If we really see the value in something, we are going to make it happen. And so that is the key here, is that if you're getting a series of objections, first of all, as we're going here, what is resonating with you guys? What are you taking away? What has been your aha moment here? Because I've said some really pivotal stuff here. And we're going to do some self-hypnosis here. So let's reiterate for yourself. What is your biggest aha moment right now? What just clicked for you like, that's what I'm not doing, or that's what I need to do? Drop it in the comments and let me know. What is your aha moment here? And it's important to go in. Here's the next principle. It's important to go in and be detached from the outcome. So let's talk about this for a minute. Let's talk about this, because oftentimes We get so attached to needing to close that sale, that we get so attached to the outcome. And guess what? What is more important to you? Bringing on customers and shoving customers into, fitting a square peg into a round hole, and dealing with customers that are not ideal for you, or being in the place of guiding customers to make and empower themselves to make a decision. That is your only duty, is to guide your customers so that they can make the decision that is best for themselves. That's best for themselves. That's it. And the neediness is going to be the exact thing that you're putting out there that's going to drive your customers away. This is going to be the exact thing you're putting out there that's driving people away. So until they believe that, so in order to really start to supercharge your sales calls and enroll the people that you know you can help, we need to create the dynamic that they need us more than we need them. Because think about it. Let's imagine you did close that sale. Let's imagine you did sign on that client. That's going to help you for a brief period of time. And what's coming up for you guys? Drop it in the comments. What has been your biggest takeaway so far? This is some life-changing stuff here. What has been your biggest takeaway so far? Let me know in the comments. What's coming up for you? Because it's about creating the dynamic that they need you more than you need them. It's about being detached from the outcome and being attached to a different outcome that let yourself show up as yourself. You're not going to people please. You're not going to pressure. And you're going to let the chips fall where they may, so to speak. You're going to let the chips fall where they may. And actually, counterintuitively, by putting out that type of energy, that's what magnetizes people to you. That's what magnetizes customers to you. Hi, Karen. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. And again, they must be able to believe. If you want to enroll a client, especially a high-ticket premium paying client, they must be able to believe that they can do it. But they have to know that they cannot do it without you. They need you. And that's when the price matters very little. Importance of leading your calls, setting your intention to lead early. Set the tone early with your customers. Don't wait till you start working together. Don't wait till halfway through your program. Set the tone early that you are going to lead, that you know you can help them. If they do the work, it's just a matter of them showing up. And to speak with confidence and conviction and authority. What has been your biggest takeaway here tonight, guys? What has been your biggest? I'm excited to see in the chat. Go ahead, post in the comments and let me know what has been your biggest takeaway here. What's the aha? What's the switch that flipped for you? Remember, this purchase that your customers are going to make has a bigger impact on them than it is going to have for you, right? This sale, let's say you close this client, this sale is going to help you for a brief period of time. You're going to be able to pay your bills for like a week, right? Maybe 2 weeks. But this is going to have an impact on your client or your customer for a lifetime. Think about that. Let that sit. There is more in it for your customers, this sale, this enrollment, than there is for you. Can you see our switch is starting to flip for you guys? Our gears starting to shift for you guys. Let me know in the comments, what is shifting for you guys right now? For you guys who are watching, Vincina, Karen, Kelly, Jennifer, what's coming up for you guys? What has been your biggest takeaway? Lauren? What have you guys taken away here from tonight? What's the next shift you need to make? Maybe you have sales calls lined up for tomorrow. What are the shifts you need to make? So you already know that you need to make, so that you can start to enroll or sign or get those clients who are committed and ready and are going to show up on your level. And it's not about, I have a hard time doing this backwards, but they're going to show up for you versus you lowering yourself to meet them. Someone's got to lead here. Right? So post your ahas, post your comments, like this video, and comment value if you've gotten some value out of this video here today. I'm going to drop off here in a minute, but comment value here. If you feel like you need more help, if you're like, okay, this all sounds great, I don't know what to do next, then post the word help below in the comments. Post the word help. And if you want to know more about how I may be able to help you, post the word help, comment below the word help in the comments. And here's what's going to happen. So if you're looking for more guidance, post the word help below this video. And here's what's going to happen when you do. Either me, myself, or a member of my team is going to reach out to you over the next 24 to 48 hours. And we're going to see if what I have for you is a good fit. So if you got value out of this video, go ahead and post the word value below this video. If this has been helpful for you, if you've taken away some golden nuggets from this video, let me know with the word value. This lets me know that we're going in the right direction and this is really starting to shift some gears for you. If you're looking for more help, you want to see how I can help you more, go ahead, put help in the comments below, and either myself or a team member will reach out to you over the next 24 to 48 hours, and we'll see if what I have is a good fit for you. So awesome seeing you guys here today. Hope you are enjoying the summit. How many of you guys are in on the summit? Really powerful stuff coming your way. So stay tuned. We have an exciting interview with an amazing speaker tomorrow. So I hope you guys are enjoying the summit. Comment below. Let me know your biggest takeaways, your aha moments. What needs to change for you? Comment value if you gotten value. If you want more help, if you want more guidance, if you're ready to move forward, but you need help, comment help below. We'll reach out to you or a team member of mine. And I will see you guys tomorrow on the next summit interview. Awesome. Thanks you guys for being here, and I'll catch you later.